Yes.
Now, how about now? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Great, great.
No. Yes, yes.
Okay, welcome dear students to our science class. My name is Miss Al-Anud. These are our classroom rules. I will just refresh your memory about them. Sign in on time, find some quiet place to study, listen. I want you to listen and then look at the screen. Right, raise your hand, answer when teacher calls your name. Do not draw on the screen. Do not talk to your friends, okay? Good. Today is not Thursday, today is Sunday, and the date is 13, okay? Let's see. Yes, over here. This is our...
Miss, we're gonna learn about new lesson, I think.
It's not a new lesson. It's about what do scientists do. We want to know what do scientists do, okay? We already know that a scientist asks questions, form hypotheses, conduct experiment, records observation, and make conclusion. So he is investigate. He investigates questions. He tries to explore the world and know more about it. So he needs to make questions and then make experiment about it. Okay, now the question is, when you ask something, okay, and you want to learn about it, does all question need to make experiments?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Who said yeah?
Me.
And you are?
Wrong.
Okay. Let's see. What is
Not
a
all
hypothesis? First, before we start, what is a hypothesis? Can you tell me? I'm gonna choose one of you. Okay, Bushra, are you here?
Oh yeah, I'm right here.
You are right here. Okay, Bushra dear, can you tell me what's a hypothesis?
Oh, might be too stupid for that. It's an idea or explanation that can be tested with an investigation. Dr. Sims gives the student an example from their classroom. He says,
I hypothesize.
Oh my God, never mind that. That this lizard eats more than insects than fruits.
So, a hypothesis is an idea or explanation that can be tested. Girls, it must be tested. If you don't test this idea, so it's not your hypothesis. You are not hypothesizing, okay? So, a hypothesis is the noun. You are making a hypothesis, but when you are making the verb, you say, I hypothesize, okay?
Miss, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Do we have to hypothesize everything if a scientist made a camera?
Yes.
Does he have to hypothesize? Oh my God.
He must had his idea or explanation before he did his experiment. That's why he invented his camera. See? A hypothesis comes before the invention, or it can come after the invention is already there, if you have any idea and you want to make a test about it. So it all depends on the question you are asking. It's all about the question you are asking. Later, you will see if you need to hypothesize about it or not, or you have to make an experiment about it or not. So asking questions is very important. It's the very first thing to do. Then you make your hypothesis depends on this question. Later, you make the experiment. Do you need to make experiment in every question you are asking? Yes, Layan?
Not every.
Excellent, excellent. Not every question, just like our question for Thursday. Who was the first scientist in the world? Did you need to make your own experiment? Gather your... It wasn't an experiment. You did a research.
No.
It wasn't an experiment, dear. It was a research. You had to look for the information and dig about it, see where can you find more informations. Like here, these are our methods, okay? You have to make observation, ask a question, form a hypothesis, plan, conduct experiment, record and analyze result, draw a conclusion, and finally communicate result. But
Miss,
girls,
do all scientists ask, or there are some scientists that don't ask?
All scientists must ask questions about their world and their natural world, or around what they want to know. If they didn't ask the questions, they ask themselves. You can ask yourself and answer yourself by making an experiment and research. If you
How do you ask yourself?
Miss, can I answer a question?
Yes.
That means ideas.
Yes.
Okay. Because I know that events need is data gathered during an investigation.
Excellent. This is two. Okay.
Yes.
Rital, you can ask about, okay, are there so many planets out there? You are talking, you're thinking between you and yourself. Are there, how many planets there are there? How can you know? How can you learn about planets and how many of them is already there? You have to make your own research.
Maybe go to each one of them.
Are you going to go to one of them and count them over there? Is it possible?
No.
It is possible, but not for all. Only for NASA people. But you can make your own investigation. How do you make your investigation? You ask a question, then you make your own research.
Miss?
Yes?
But if we do a research, another one gonna count the tree, or he knows already? From where? From the internet? Who tell him from the internet?
Maybe internet. There are a lot of resources, my dear Rihanna. You can search on books. You can search from internet. You can explore from other scientists. You have a lot of ways to communicate with informations, to know more about informations, and to have more knowledge.
Scientists can be wrong. Like when they say something to other people, can it be wrong?
Of course.
Are always
no,
right?
No, my dear. Of course they can be. Sometimes they can be wrong because they are humans, and no one in this world. No one, my dear. No one in this world.
Smart people in the world.
You can't say that. You can't say that. It's not in this way, my dear Rita. See. The only one who can never be wrong is only God. So we are humans, scientists are humans, so they might be wrong, but not all the time. Because whenever they are having information, or they are telling you an information, they already did their research, their experiment, they made a fair test, they made a lot of effort just to give you this information. So
Miss, can I ask you another question about you? Are you a scientist?
Oh, no, my dear. I studied science, but I'm not a scientist. I wish I can be someday.
But you have to be a scientist.
Inshallah.
You can be a scientist.
Thank you, my dear.
I have a question.
Okay, ask
Why
me.
don't be a scientist and a science teacher?
Yeah,
it can be. It can be.
The world is science.
It can be, my dear. It can be. And I hope to be a scientist one day, inshallah. Now let's go back to our investigation. Other kinds of investigation. Girls, please settle down and be calm. Let's go back to our lesson. Other kinds of investigations, they don't need a research. Just like here. Leanne, read for me, please.
Yes, miss.
Read for me. Other kinds of investigations. Dr. Sims,
Other
what?
kinds of investigations. Dr. Sims, she says, I hope
Dr. Sims smiles.
Dr. Sims smiles. She says, I hope this doesn't confuse anyone, but doing an experiment isn't always possible.
Excellent. Excellent.
Possible.
Talia?
Miss, now can
Talia,
I tell you my question?
Miss, is that gone?
Let's see. Talia, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, can you read this for us and tell us what is it about?
Which one? The white one or the black one?
The white one, please.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. The left side. Many science questions cannot be answered by doing an experiment.
Many science questions cannot be answered by doing an experiment. Here's one question. What kind of lizard have I found? This question can be answered by using an
identification guide.
Identification guide.
Thank you, Talia. Bushra, complete. Complete, please.
Here's another question. That's where I stopped.
Oh, complete where?
Okay, I'm going to show you.
Here's another question. Where is it? I forgot.
Can you see my pointer?
Here's?
Yes.
Here's another question. What causes the sun to seem rise and set? This question can be answered by making and using model of Earth and the sun. Here's another. At what time of year does the state get the most rain? This question can be answered by looking for patterns through many years of rainfall records.
Okay, stop here. Thank you. Okay, see? So, you can use a model to learn the answer, or you can make your own research. Yes, Maria Al-Falih? Can you unmute? Yes, please.
Okay. Here's another. How did people who lived 100 years ago describe Mars? This question can be answered with research. Research includes reading what others have written and
asking experts. Excellent. Thank you. Yes, Leanne, can you unmute your microphone and tell me? You are raising your hand.
Yes, I had the question.
Yes.
Why do scientists sometimes they say doctor, but doctor is something and scientist is something? Why?
Okay, I'm gonna answer that. See, my dear, a doctor can call. You can call a doctor who.
A scientist.
Okay, the same thing. You can call a doctor who studied medicine and mid-college and became a doctor, okay? And he healed people and work in a hospital. But also, there are some scientists, you can call them doctor because they had their PhD, doctorate, okay? They studied PhD. So also, yes, also professors in college, you can call them doctor, but they are not really doctors working in hospitals, they had their PhD. They studied the PhD. That's why we call them doctor. Doctor from doctora, you know, when they are studying masters and PhD. So that's why they call them doctors. All right. Now
Like
back to
Dr.
our lesson, my dear. Well, back to our lesson, my dear. What is the surface of Mars like? This question is hard to answer with an experiment. NASA scientists sent robot spacecraft to Mars. Cameras on these spacecraft take pictures of the planet for scientists to observe. Now, Lean, dear Lean, how are you? I missed your voice, Lean. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, great. Now, Lean, can you tell me how scientists learned about Mars? They sent what to Mars?
They sent, the NSA scientists sent spacecraft robots to Mars so they could see how, and they put a cam on them.
Yes, they sent.
Then they were in the surface, and then the scientists will observe it, so they can know how to, like, is it hot or cold or medium.
Thank you, Lean, for participating with us. Excellent. So they sent robots with cameras to take pictures and to observe over there, over Mars, what is there and what's upon this planet, and to know more about it. Over years and years and years, they are still discovering more about it, and they don't have anything sure yet. They don't have the final decision about Mars, if it's is it livable or not, or does it have rocks, rivers, and everything just like us or not? What are the living things can live on Mars? They still don't have all the answers. They can explore more and more by years, and by inventing something else that can go to Mars. Okay? Now, what we get from this paragraph, that not all questions can be answered by experiments. They can be answered by making a research. That's simple. Or you can use the identification guide. If you don't know what do I mean by identification guide, let's do this small exercise and you will learn more about it. Okay, Leah and Leanna, where are you? Are you here, guys? Leah and Leanna?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Leah, start. I want you to read, draw lines to match the lizard with its description. First, Leah, you will start, then make your answer. You can draw. Can you draw on my screen? I want you to draw a line between the lizard and the description that goes with it, okay? Start with Texas horned lizard. Oh, you started with the opposite. So, common iguana. A common iguana, what is the color? Okay, this is Leah's answer. I want you to read, my dear.
Teacher, one of
Yes?
these types of things always come in our house. In the backyard, I don't know why.
Read common iguana. Read about common iguana. The color is what? Green, gray, brown, and what?
Blue. Teacher, because there's blue lines, I want to delete it. I don't know how.
I will delete it for you. It's okay. And we are running out of time.
Yeah.
Okay, common iguana.
Common iguana. Color green, gray, brown, blue, lavender, or black.
Okay.
Spines along center of back and tail. Body large flap of skin under the chin.
So which one is it?
Horned lizard.
Is it the first one or the second or what?
First.
Excellent. Great job. Now, Liana. Liana, common chameleon. The common chameleon. The color is?
Green.
Green, yellow?
Where?
Gray or brown. The eyes big and?
Eyes big and glued out from sides of head, body tall and flat, array of scales along the backbone, tail skirts for grasping branches.
Excellent. Which one is it? The second or the last?
Last.
Excellent. Can you see the tail? It's curled around the branch. Curling around the branch.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now, Bushra, can you answer this one? Texas horned lizard.
Sure.
The color is?
Colors brownish, body wider and flatter than other lizards, tail straight and shorter than the body, spines, several short horns on head, spiny scales on sides of body.
And definitely, is it the first or second?
Second.
Excellent. So definitely it is the second picture. Now, by looking at the pictures and reading these identification guide, now you learned about kinds of lizard. You know what's a common chameleon, what's a common iguana, and you know the Texas horned lizard. Now, if you saw a Texas horned lizard, would you recognize it? Look how flat it looks and brown. Would you recognize it if you are outside and you saw it?
If it was on something, its color, I wouldn't. But
no, we didn't make any experiment about that. But now we learned about different kind of lizard by using the identification guide. This is what I wanted to tell you the whole class. So today we learned about that knowledge can come from research, making research, asking scientists, and not only doing experiment. Doing experiment is really important, but it's not all that. You can make research and learn about something and answer your question. Okay?
Okay.
Do you understand, girls?
Yes.
So, okay, girls?
Well, Miss, before I'd like to say something.
Okay, can you make it quick because your class is already finished?
Yes, but I'm allowed to scream.
Okay.
Teacher, I have a question.
I'm done.
Okay,
What
girls.
was that?
Bushra, this is not cool, and I'm really sorry. It's already recorded, and I'm not happy with that at all. Okay. Thank you guys
Teacher,
for this session.
I have a question.
You can ask me, Lynn, I'm sorry, my dear. You can ask me next session tomorrow, okay? Because our time is up, all right?
Yes.
Bye, see you.
Bye.